on Sunday 23rd July 2017 at my residence in Zana. Kakati nakugamba bwenti. Obulenzi buno nti bunkube mbukubye. Mbukubye ne mbuyise jogo mu nyanfa z'ennyuma. Nyanfa. Mbukubye jogo ne ndibuyisa mu nyanfa z'ennyuma. Yes. Nakubidde tumwebaze esimu eggulo. Nagikwata. Nemuga ayimisa tumwebaze nti let me give you a Luganda proverb, the justice of Buganda. If you steal a calabash of beer, you compensate with a calabash of beer. You forced me to lose my job, subjected me to humiliation, humiliating articles in Bokede, where I was declared a madman and a new vision. This is what exactly you must go through. A banjali omwenge gona mwenge. Tuize kunjuka bwoti. Bwetu mganyu kakasasiro, bwetu mwamu matoka, bwetu makala tusiwa, bwetu mbatu muyita yunkwasi. Sheria ya nyundo. Sheria ya nyundo. Nakugamba. That has culminated into Obama's presidency. The battle was started a long time ago by the pioneer blacks like Martin Luther King. People like Colin Powell and Condoleezza Rice proved that blacks were capable people. Then the issue was intelligence and not skin color. Look what Bobby Wine. His victory has provided the impetus to many more drama actors to give a shot at political offices. This is 2017. I tell you, look what Bobby Wine. His victory has provided impetus to many more drama actors to give a shot at political offices through election. This is so because music is a powerful political weapon. Political scientists argue that music plays a very crucial role in politics. It's a mobilization tool, and it was reported that in medieval ages, music played a vital role in forcing reforms. In Uganda, for example, it was the Badingiti, the musicians, who forced Mutesa the First to abandon his barbaric practices. One of these incidents includes when he was infected with gonorrhea and there was no effective medicine then. Mutesa ordered his male subjects to also acquire the disease in order to prove that they were not cowards, since it was a painful experience. In fact, that's why it was named Indwadde Bazira, which is a disease for them. Mutesa also introduced another inhuman practice of ordering anyone who went to the palace to receive instructions from him to first place palms on the sharpened needles and greet him with the gusinzi, which means hypocriticality. The essence in the unprecedented form of greeting, which is still practiced today, is that all of Baganda take a responsibility of whatever happened to the Kabaka. There was also another practice of walking backwards after greeting the Kabaka, which was introduced by Mutesa the First. This was so because Mutesa used to throw a spear to his subjects in a fit of terrible pain. Therefore, his visitors would move backwards while begging for him to spend his spear. Chinabaganda tebachimanyi. Mutesa nziku yamukwata yamuluma nnyo. Bwalabu be bagimuleetera. Kati bwe yamuluma nga tewali kiwa, waliwo muzuukizi n'emmamba enkalirire. Kakati n'agamba nti abantu bano bajja kulaba nti bajja kumpita nti nze ndi munafu. N'alagira abasajja bonna bagifune. Ng'omukazi ayina enziku mu lubiri banoonya munoonya. Omukazi ayina enziku? Bagifune. Ye nga kyanoonya nabo bagulire obulumi bwaki. bwenzi kweyo bonna bagalye ani abasajja abalwadde b'enziku bagobanga abakazi emulago mu waadi yaabwe mwatutta kakati Muteesa ng'ogenda omulamusa ku nkato gusinzisa abasajja kyobola abaganda mb'omulangira aseeredde gutusinze gunsinze ndi dokita kitange bwe yafa gwasingaani babijja wano anti babijja wano nti abaganda gwe babasinga be baali bamukwanidde malaya yamusinga enziku bo gwali gubasingiddewo kakubiri omuganda bw'aba ava ewa kabaka akuba kyenyumanyuma Muteesa yabafubitanga amafumu yagenda mwagendanga mudde emabega mukama wange tozita mukazi wange wa lubuto nina abaana kakati abaganda nawe kye baakola ne bagaana okugendayo kakati nkubuulira nti music, I'm talking about the powerfulness of music. However, despite the harassment and the barbaric practices, the king meted out on the subjects. Muteesa liked musicians. He could not hurt them. He later demanded to know why people were avoiding him, only to be told by the musicians, point blank, that they feared for their lives. Abadingiti baganda muyimba nibekyanga era babiyimba mu baganda omusango gw'abadingiti gwegaludde omusango gw'abadingiti gwegaludde abadingiti baga tetujja kuyimbira ate nga kiwa yokka yali alina okufuna Muteesa weyawulyangako nga kumuyimba kati abadingiti ne baga tetujja kuyimba nkubuulidde nti abadingiti formed reforms in Buganda. That's why I told my children that the problem was not Bobi Wine's academic papers, the historical influence. I'm a musician. That's what I told my children. That what was important is not to buy Bobi Wine. What was important, he has come from a very... Abana baganti omutemuli bagenda mugula nembaganti yisusiye n'abayimbi abala bagenda kujja nembaganti historically music is dangerous, musicians are dangerous. Nabagamba the Kabaka whose name then was Mukabya, which means the tormentor, was forced to abandon this and other practices and named Muteesa, the one who listens. The Baganda since time immemorial regarded the musicians in high esteem. A proverb to this effect was coined, saying that omala okusesema mu mwenge nti alinyemba andi mutta, which can be loosely translated as a person who vomits into beer pot. At a fashion, musicians from composing a song, we had no newspapers. The way somebody could be ridiculed was in music. Nga bakuyimba kati bwe batandika okulwanyisa abayimbi abaganda ne baganti omala okusesema mwenge, why do you vomit in the beer? If you don't want somebody to compose a song for you, you are politicians. Nenkugamba nti the cases outlined above about the history of music demonstrate the power of music. Music transcends in many aspects in life. It crosses languages, culture, as well as national boundaries. What matters is the tune, and once it penetrates into the mind, the body stimulates the strokes. According to political scientists, it is claimed that music is a medicine that heals the soul. It is further claimed that music heals emotions of people who are going through economic hardships and political difficulties. This is the reason why almost every Congolese is a musician, due to the harsh treatment, the experience at the hands of the Belgian colonialists. The same case applies to Jamaicans who developed raga dance to help them remember the African roots. Apartheid South Africa produced a number of good musicians because music was the only tool of communication since they could not access the media. Therefore, whether Bobi Wine becomes an eloquent speaker in parliament or not, it won't be a surprise, because this was not a launching pad into his politics. 2017, in fact, many highly educated members of parliament, including lawyers, have never made their maiden speeches. I pointed out that the international political environment favors the likes of Bobby Wine. Owulira 2017 yiso erola, military intelligence erola, secretariat erola. This is the head of a madman. Nonyini buyinza ayongera kumpita musiru na mukuru kati ali kulisi ensi namulamu nenkugamba. People forget that politics is like marriage. In matters of marriage, it does not matter how educated or beautiful you are. Actually, married women don't consider housemaids as immediate rivals, yet a housemaid can easily ruin the marriage of a celebrated professor. The fact that she was once a housemaid does not affect her in any way because it is a process. She remains a full woman. It is also amazing to understand that voters can make amazing choices. Let us start with our neighbors in Kenya. When Uhuru Kenyatta stood for the first time as president, he was dismissed as a drunkard who spent most of his time in bars. Kenyans also accused him of being a political novice whose hand had never touched a handy hoe, owing to his snobbish upbringing. His pictures in media always bore reddish eyes. However, President Moi had earlier appointed him as a powerful minister of local government and the vice chairman of Kanu. This same young man, who was earlier dismissed, was appointed by President Moi Kibaki as deputy prime minister and minister of finance, and later elected the president of Kenya, despite the noose around his neck, which was imposed by the International Criminal Court. I can actually state that his service in the first 5 years as president has been impressive. The way this young man was describing him, the way the Russians told them, this machine exists, but when she said that this is a drunkard, and maybe some, even combine it. Obusuma, arrogance, the intelligence, I'm a genius. Professor Yabagamba, professor, is a very good man. The man I want to meet. Yabagamba 5 years ago. You have made a very good mistake. Mirundi is a genius. Mirundi is arrogant. Mirundi is flamboyant. Mirundi dislikes money. Is contented. Yabagamba professor, you are underestimating Mirundi. Mirundi is flamboyant. Mirundi is a genius. Mirundi is arrogant. What do you want with yours? You have a data the million return kwa account ya. Mbagamba musese. Oh, which was one with your why media. Yampite. Where do you calculate? Bango better 5 billion never swallow. Not take on assistant. Thinking that era president Namutunuri went. President believed that I was a drunkard. Namutunuri Angaga, Aringa Gamanti, Ogutu is a bread. Do you know how to write? Namuganti, that's not a question. I've been here. How have been? A job good enough, see Jack and I. Narini, what under me? Office, what under him? Look what the conduct of Tanzania's previous presidents vis-a-vis the incumbent John Pombe Magufuli. Magufuli has proved to be more popular than anyone except Julius Nyerere. This is so because he abandoned the traditional way of handling national issues. I'm sure Tanzanians will hand him a second term in office. They did. In the Philippines, voters elected Joseph Estrada, who was a known gambler, matatu player. Filipino voters defied police from the then powerful Manila Cardinal Sin, who opposed his election. Having suffered under drunk balloons, high level of criminality, and living under a government dodged with inefficiency, the Filipinos voted the president who solved the big problems that had eluded the ONU. Ono president wa Philippines. Omuita muchi. Agwa mubano, nabakanti kweni agwa mubano. Mube mujerega. Mafuguli ajja nagoba abantu nabagamba jai explain nti Mafuguli sinza gamba Museveni akola bya Mafuguli. Museveni is not a film star. Museveni has created institutions ayigigani nga ne bwavaawo zikola. But if it means nti Mafuguli yalina okugenda mu post office, Mafuguli yalina okula, what if there will be no Mafuguli? Institutions, not drama actor. Kakati nkugamba, what about India ngenda kumala? Nabagambye nti bano bonna bensoma bafaanana Bobi Wine nga mubala kamu internet yali wagambola Joseph Swada nerinye Swada yali wandika mu Rudisha Rivers yabaga nti basheya bwe munonda mugenda kulyanga ekyemisana mu State House ne bamudismiss bo bali kye bakola balonda akazi kabayita oloyo very beautiful woman yalina mukomera ku basende kati ono yagulawo enzigi za State House zonna ne bajja emmere budget neggwawo gambola waliwo Haiti bamulonda nga strip dancer abamanyi bonna ne bapayo ne bamulwanyisa oyo gwe twagala bwe bamala omulonda najja ku balokano ya State House nabaga nti mbakolere mukali nti ye esitaati nagikanyuga empale nagikanyuga handaweya nagikanyuga nalebeeta nze nkugamba nabaga nti okuvuma Bobi Wine bano nga webali kati nkugamba nti ono jawegindi wa Philippines yabagamba ye teyakolanga Museveni ye yagenda mu parliament n'ateekawo Wembule. Kayanja will be arrested in the future. This one went to parliament passed a law to protect Wembule's. N'abagamba okumanya yo omusajja wa Philippines w'amaanyi yagamba botta omuyaga n'omubbi ogenda n'omulambo gwe ku ofisi ya RDC ne bakuwa eziziika n'ezisse. Abamerika badduka enkambi y'Abamerika ebadde esinga obunene mu Pacific eri luddawo yabaga goodbye America oyo mugende mu munoonyereze president wa Philippines yakubirawo essasi tasaga yaganti gwe kasitotta omubbi n'omuyaga genda an equivalent of another this office bakuwerewo ezimuseze okutta naye ali popular nembagamba what mbabuulya karakita zino intelligence eveeyo etegere how dangerous Bobi Wine was. Omukulu wampita musiru kale sibu ndi musiru naye sikolanga ku faamu yo ate kati yameze nnyo nkugamba. What about India? Upon his election, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi introduced basoka mutwala waabwe introduced Sharia law ewaabwe egujulati ono Modi wa India basoka ne bamulonda ewaabwe egujulati nagamba siri musiraamu naye abba sente za gavumenti ntema mukono nga bwe ngenda okukola ewaffe wali bagangenza apo against my wife kuba badde tabaganya kubba ngenda kubaleeta aba auditor yo meya myezi egyo ngaali mu kkomera bonna ne baleeta abasirusiru ate kyonna mutimwati mukimanyi baleeta abasiru mbw abatabakkirize kubba no local leaders kwati mbwa leeta aba auditor bajo editing kati nkugamba. In a gruesome incident, Muslim youth raped a Hindu girl. Modi is a Hindu on a passenger train before murdering her. Modi, the current Indian Prime Minister, led a revenge mission that left over 300 Muslims dead, an action that attracted backlash from world leaders, including UK and USA, where he was blacklisted. He could not enter UK and USA. However, when he defeated the powerful Indian Congress Party, the same leaders of USA and Britain were the first to send ambassadors to deliver congratulatory messages. Modi is poised for another instance, which he did. Modi oyo muhindu teri kulya nyama kwata ku ntogi kuba omuggo olabe ente zawano nga zimanyi ebiri zonna zidduka kwata ku nte tabani wange yali asoma India ayina banne basanga ente mu kkubo baziyita ezaawa ente kuwa omuhindu anywa mata omuhindu waliwo India ebadde eyina gundi bucha lufula ya embogo yagamba nti embogo zifaanana ente n'agigala naye yakubye Congress party eyabayindira Gandhi genda e Zambia olabe Sata yali muserikale wa poliisi Sata ngali galukyabasi Sata navuma abachayina okukumana nga yakunga bantu goba abachayina bwe basiba mu kkomera bateekawo akalulu Sata yabalaba yakunjuka Sata nabagamba ono Gold Banda bwe yali agenda okugenda yakuza abamaje n'abafuula ba Lieutenant Generals Banda n'abagamba nti nze nga sinabasasula misaala gya Lieutenant General soka mundage entalo Zambia eryegwanyeko neziwangula muddeyo kulanga zammwe oba this is what you don't know. Their two presidents have come across in Africa who were former police officers. Sata was a former police officer. Saidi Bari was a former police officer. Yes. So, Bobi Wine namubabulirirawo.
Ekintu kyange mukulomero ku nsonga ya Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Kyali bali kyangizo President Museveni okutuula ne bateesa.
Andi kakati kankubulire. Me, I don't believe. What I believe is that the president must make changes, overhaul security. Yiso, eso, aba eso bakola. Ne yiso ne military intelligence. We should also have a law that any security organization that will be assigned by the president to do security work shall be deemed to being police work. Kakati ebibaleta obuzibu byonna biri bimu. The military moves in, arrests people. Kakati when they are arrested, ne babatwala mu detention. Nakuweza nze ekirungi kyenina njagala nnyo n'abaserikale banjagala nnyo top generals bana ne bagamba nti gundi sayi eyina ebifaananyi naki ngabo be baali basibidde kalangala baleginga nti babarepingiddeyo. Kakati how will you find you have a machine ega nti omukati sebamurepinze? Yes, kati bajja kuwayiriza. These are single areas we should improve. Why do you wait Bobi Wine to go to court? Why don't you say that under the circumstances we suspect a third force? Bobi Wine can easily be assassinated, and if he is assassinated, the blame will be put in on government. So Bobi Wine is now allow everybody to access him, allow everybody is kati ompaka zine waba yazadde muwala w'omwana ng'amufunyisizza olubuto oyo mukoddomi wo. This is the de facto leader of the opposition who needs officially anti basobola gannyonnyola. They cannot explain. Funa bali benkugambe abagezi abagenda okubeera ewa Sodom, office ya Sodom. I can even use media neyemu yabagwagwa nenkugamba nti there is a hostile force that wants to kill Bobi Wine to create chaos in Uganda. Kakati on the basis tukita inoculation theory, on the basis of this information that has come from a credible source, nebo mutereka bakiza wama bagala mutta. In fact muche mutamanyi abantu balina verdict. Abantu bali balina verdict. Oyo bamukutte manyanga ge. Museveni takwata abantu babwere kijiyo. If you want to arrest Mirundi, why don't you go to the LC chairman? You accompany him aze munkwate muaze nyumba yange mundekerewo ne contact. Oba mwabba sente mu COVID nemuga nti muyina isolation centers. Abasomesa teganaddamu. Why don't you convert one of the schools? Nemuga abantu betukwata batubaliisa bulungi ebitanda. Some of these boys needed rehabilitation good. Kakati nkubulya anti ebyo nagambye toyogera bya COVID naddagala lyabo mu programu yange. Me cannot help people to cheat. Kati what I'm telling you, nabaga nti kibanza nga kitegeeza omwana w'omusajja ekyamukubiza balirizinze abasibe 2 days before bagenda okuddayo nga balabika bubi baliko ebiwundu bababuuza gwe gundi gwe mwagenda naye nti bamutanda babazze mu miranga. You have a process. Yes. Why don't you have a process? Ti omusibe gwe tugenda okusumulula twabisoma e Botswana. Ti Botswana baba bagenda okutunda ente ebweru balina faamu kwe baziteeka ne tumukunda akikola agenda ewaabwe n'agulayo ente atwala ekayunga after a month nga zinyiridde bolo eriifu from the prisoners kuba amagye tegamanyi kukwira ba civilians amagye go gamanyi prisoners of war. Why? They can be exchanged. Emirambo abayisirairi basobola okuta abapalestine 1,000 bafune emirambo gy'abayisirairi emeka because in the army the psychology of the army is that a commander can risk 300 soldiers to retrieve abanaabwe 10 kwa kitegeeza psychology kati nabo bali kikolera ki kati if we involve soldiers for the first time let us the soldiers borrow a leaf from prisoners. Yes, kubanga psychology bakugamba when you see the army on the street it means 2 things. The government wants to demonstrate that it is still in charge. 2, it is saying ina enemy w'amaanyi not the people mubamu abayingiddemu. When you are traveling in a plane and you hear your captain say your captain is in charge, you are in danger. Lulinga abadde tabyogera kakati 2 batugamba mu psychology the army starts operating beyond logic. Not in Uganda muka mu Iraq basuspectinga nti Saddam Hussein yekwese mu embassy ya China tebagikuba abasajja aba China baba bali mu motoka zaabwe badduka ekiba mu Baghdad omujasi wa America general yabaga nti moto ne bamugamba nti you cannot search a diplomatic car. Yabagamba amwejeno. Those diplomats you are talking about are in Washington.
Not here.
Is amwejeno. All of those what you are taking, you are talking, you are rubbish about diplomacy. The diplomats are in Washington, not in Baghdad. An American officer, an American general. He searched. Hey.